Hey y'all,
Welcome back
to the channel. Yes, honey.
I know you fucking lying.
Okay then.
Hey y'all,
welcome back
to the channel.
honey. Listen, y'all, get into your tequila, okay?
Yes.
Today is Patron Silver.
Yes,
Get
it's a
into
Patron
it.
kind of day. Make sure you got your Red Bulls and your little
Fruit.
and just set your ambiance while we go ahead and get into these reviews.
It's Fuckery Friday, so you know we coming with the drama from the reality show.
Most definitely is.
And today we talking about basketball wives.
This is episode 22.
Listen, y'all, and there's more to come. More episodes to come. So y'all know we left off with the whole Sacramento dinner situation or whatever between Duffy and Brandy. So it starts off with Jennifer. She's been working on and planning her hair show, right? Y'all know she got her hairline. And she's been working on the show for her hair fashion show, is what she called it. Jackie, she decides to do a double date with Duffy and Iman, which I thought was great.
I thought it was great too. I just like how Jackie is making her rounds amongst the group with people who have significant others, husbands, fiancés, boyfriends, whatever. I can't wait for her and Angel and Rock, to sit down. I'm sure it'll be coming, but yeah, give them some of this knowledge.
Yes,
tell them how y'all was able to keep this longevity
within the marriage. I think it's great, especially you're talking about basketball wives. If you guys are wives or becoming of wives, it would be great to sit down to talk to a couple that has been together for a long time. You can get some really good gems and insights to marriage and how to keep it fresh, how to make it last, how to work through problems. So kudos to Jackie and Duff. Duffy, she talks about her proposal and being ready to get married. Basically saying that her proposal was not what she had told him that she wanted it to be. And Iman did the total opposite, but he proposed nonetheless. The three B's.
The messy B's.
And y'all know who the three B's are.
Y'all know who they are.
If you don't know, watch our last video.
Okay then.
They go shopping for a gift for Jackie for inviting them to Sacramento and just as, thanking her, as a thank you gift. Jackie, British tries to smooth things over with Brandy about the whole Duffy situation. She's like, yeah, it was my fault. I feel like I was at fault for it because I went back and told her about the whole loyalty comment, which we said you were at fault. So I'm glad you're taking some accountability, ma'am, because you was the problem.
I'm a little irritated that because through her actions she showed you that she's loyal. It doesn't matter about what she said.
So why even go back and tell her?
Like, not at any point did she show you that she was not loyal. And that post situation was, y'all was full of shit. Yeah. You was just trying to be messy. But other than that, and it ain't even other than that, because there's nothing that showed you that she was not loyal to Brandy.
Right.
Girl.
So I'm glad you took accountability for being fucking messy and being a bone carrier.
Accountability.
Okay then. So Brandy, she talks to Jackie about the Sacramento experience, how she liked it, what she enjoyed from the trip. Jackie mentioned that Jen is working on a documentary regarding her ex. Now, y'all know this was like maybe a couple of seasons ago when she was talking about the whole situation with the ex being a stalker. A con artist. Stole all her shit and all this bullshit. Went to court for it and all of that. So she's supposed to be doing a documentary about that.
I thought that shit was messy. I thought Jackie was messy as shit for bringing that shit up because I had to sit up there and go through my Rolodex of memory. Like, do I ever remember Jen saying anything about her working on a documentary? She did?
She didn't.
Exactly. So why did you feel that that was your news to share?
I think Jackie was just trying to explain to Brandy that she has been a great friend to her outside of the show. They do spend a whole lot of time together and talk on the phone outside of the show. And she was trying to show that, we real friends outside of this shit. Like we've been doing all this.
Messy. Talking about Jen always call me, and I call her sometimes. That's what the fuck you said after you said about that documentary. That's why that checked out. Yeah, messy. Yeah, being messy. It came off of like she need me. I don't need her type of feel.
You did, Jackie.
You was messy.
She also mentioned that she has been working with Jennifer on her hair show. She never mentioned that she was producing or helping with producing the show. What she said was, I was a producer. I produced some things before. Not saying that I'm helping her produce this show, but I have been giving her ideas and talking about her hair show.
It's interesting because an episode or two ago, why you ain't ask me? Why you ain't ask me? And you was doing all that shading because she did not reach out to you for your input. Mm-hmm. But now I be helping her. You make it seem like in front of the camera, Jen doesn't want your help, but behind the scenes, when you're on the phone with her, you like her mentor. That's how it came off to me.
Yeah.
Messy.
Yeah. So Brandy, she started crying about being hurt by people close to her regarding the whole loyalty and respect. She not just saying Duffy, but just people in general who are close to her within her family. If you hurt me, like our relationship, it's about respect, respecting. I guess she's saying respecting what I've done for you. But my thing is, Brandy, if you do something for somebody out the goodness of your heart,
out the goodness,
they shouldn't have to owe you anything. Period. Everybody does not react to a situation the way that you would. Everybody would not respond to a situation as you would. So you can't fault people for being who the fuck they are. What you can do is know how to fuck with them moving forward. And so the fact that you're holding over what you've done for somebody, whether it be Duffy or somebody else, if you did it out the kindness of your heart, that's what it should be. You shouldn't have to bring it back up when they've wronged you or when you feel like you've been wronged by somebody. That's my only issue with you, Brandy, is that your thing that you mentioned, the issue between you and the whole Duffy situation, or you and any other person that you're close to, is the fact that you want respect for what you've done for somebody or the longevity of your friendship or your relationship with that person. That shit don't mean nothing.
Did you hear she said she was in therapy?
She said it, and she said how beneficial therapy is and all of that, and what she had to go through with her husband and going through therapy and all of that.
I said therapy where?
I don't think that you really took the fundamental elements from your therapeutic sessions.
I hope you ain't got a friend that's a therapist and you be talking to your friend.
For one, that's unethical. You're not supposed to do that.
Okay, so look, just hear me out. Just hear me out. And this is kind of the point that I was getting to, because here my friend is therapist. And we talk about certain things in life, but I don't come to her to talk to her to get her therapy mind. We're not on the clock. I'm for sure not paying you. So when I'm talking to Drake, it's, girl, let me tell you what's going on, and whatever feedback or opinions or advice that she wants to offer me, I do with it what I feel. But to me it never feels like a therapy session, and I would never say, oh, I'm seeing a therapist or anything, although I know she is a therapist. And sometimes, just because she went to school for this, and some things, when you try to explain it, you can't help but use maybe a medical term or something like that. I still don't take that as therapy. I take that as, let me get on Google and see what the fuck this is, because you said it to me. And, let me find out. So I'm hoping that you don't have a friend that's a therapist and you like, oh yeah, I see a therapist. No, because I can guarantee you that your therapist friend doesn't feel like you are a client.
No. No.
So
it's a whole lot to your therapeutic sessions that you need to be taking heed to, and that you should take from that situation as a benefit and use it in your everyday life. And what you're saying that you've been through therapy and you're using your experience through your everyday life, I don't know if you got the right therapy.
Okay, you got that shit from Groupon.
I don't know what you got, but you, my dear, are not taking elements from your therapy. You're not using any strategies. You're not using any of your tools that you were supposed to be taught within your friendships within these ladies on this television screen.
And that's why I feel like maybe you got a friend, because if you had a real therapist that was unbiased and really giving you some shit by the book, well, based off of what you told me, I feel like this, I think you would feel better about applying those practices as opposed to having a conversation with your friend and you just well, this is my friend and she's saying this, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna take some of it and apply it, and some of it I'm gonna be like,
yeah.
So because you're not applying, when you said therapy, I was like, therapy, well, that's your friend, girl.
I.e., example, Duffy. Well, she went through her experience with her therapist on the show. Not saying that you have to do the same, but she went through her experience on the show. You can actually tell that she heard what her therapist said and how to resolve the situation within her friendship with you, Brandy. She brought it back, apologized, took accountability, and said, I'm going to just meet you where you are. That's what you're supposed to do.
Girl, the only reason her ass going to therapy is to talk to some damn body. She ain't going to get no help. She just want to talk to somebody because she probably feel like she can't, burnt all your damn bridges at this point, it seemed like. So you just want to talk to somebody and you paying however fucking much for an hour or two when you could just go get you a real friend, be a real one, go get you a real friend, and you could get this same intuition, this advice. Yeah. You wasting your money. I'm just saying.
Girl, you can watch us and we'll give you some
we damn sure will.
Advice.
Honey, some of this shit be common sense.
And at your old age, you should already know.
Okay, old fo ho.
But Jen, she does a casting call for her show with the support of Brooke. Now, Brooke was supposed to have been a model. We didn't know that. Brooke has never mentioned it since she's gotten on the show at all.
I think she was in like Sports Illustrated type shit.
Oh, like a video vixen?
Yep.
Okay. So no shade, bitch. No shade. Brooke mentioned that Jackie helped. Okay, wait. Your casting call, Jen. You had some beautiful models, male and female. I think you did a pretty good job at picking those that you needed for your show. I don't know what the questions was about. Why was you having them answer questions?
What's the name of her line? Revised?
Yeah.
Revived? What does revive?
Redefined.
What does redefine?
Redefine hair, glam hair.
Like an interview.
What does redefine have anything to do with them walking? They're not talking
at all.
Why I gotta talk? Why do you need to know this?
Just know I look good with your hair.
Exactly. Okay. Point in the period.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't know what that was about, Jim. You can kind of tell this is your first time doing it, but it's cool. So Brooke mentioned that Jackie helped with the show, and Jen denies that Jackie had any input into the production of her show.
The documentary.
The documentary, and also the hair show. She said no, she didn't help with nothing. And then Brandy hosted a kickback for the ladies. Go ahead, Brandy.
For me as a mom, a hardworking mom, to get out.
Jack.
Oh, spread, Brandy.
I come and I ordered in.
What do you have, Rita?
Hey, Brookie Brookie.
Mamacita.
Oh. I'm so
now this
sorry.
I'm loving right here.
Go ahead, Brandy.
She greets Duffy with a hug, y'all. I thought that was so nice, and I also thought you further proved how faux of a hoe you is. Like, I was just like, weren't we just mad? And not saying you can't, get over shit or whatever, but for you to and even after you hugged her, I think it was what you said in the confessional, like, yeah, we can have issues and y'all can feel the way, but at the end of the day, we still sisters or some shit like that. That's not
you acted.
Exactly. That was not the energy that you were giving. And it just blows me after Duffy done apologized 50, 50, 50, 50 11 million times.
And he never accepted the apologies.
Like somebody gotta beg you. It's well, we still sisters at the end of the day. Girl, get the fuck out my
Girl, that ain't how sisters act, especially in front of other people.
That I didn't like it. It was fake. To me, I felt like you gave her a hug. Maybe you thought it was genuine, and maybe in your heart of hearts it might have felt genuine. But to me, looking, the shit looked fake.
Okay, then.
Okay.
Angel, she attended, which we was glad to see her. She's been in and out of a lot of scenes because of the health of her children. Mm-hmm. She did update the ladies and say that her baby was fine after the whole rash situation and going to the hospital. She mentioned that the baby was fine, which we are happy to hear. He's a beautiful son, honey. He is so. He looks like his daddy.
So adorable.
He like his daddy.
Girl.
British. She takes accountability again and proclaims herself as Little Jackie. You know what? I see where you're going.
You do.
I see where she's going with this. You are Little Jackie because you are messy as fuck as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, you be taking people's information when they're talking to you just on the humbug. You take it and you go back to the other person who they was talking about, and then you make sure you bring the shit up in front of everybody instead of just pulling these people to the side. You know what I'm saying? Like I need you to find something else to focus on, girl. Mm-hmm. Every time I see you in scene, it's about somebody else. I've mentioned this in the last couple of reviews, British. Now, as a viewer, I'm letting you know they might be replacing your ass because you ain't got shit going besides what everybody else got going. You better switch some shit up.
Okay, then. Find something better to do.
Okay. Jackie, she states that she isn't invited to Jennifer's hair show, which we already kind of knew your ass wasn't going to be invited the way you've been acting out this season.
You knew that shit too. Y'all literally almost came to damn blows last episode. You knew you weren't invited.
Yeah. So, everybody's like, oh, maybe she'll change her mind. No. Duffy tells them that she's planning to create a proposal for her in a month to show that she's ready for marriage. And of course, she wants to invite all the ladies, do some real Jackie Christie shit. Mm-hmm. Okay, and do it big. Mm-hmm. I mean, the way that you did your birthday party a couple of episodes back, Duffy, you might not even have to follow Jackie's lead. You know how to plan a trip.
She's somebody that just like to have a good fucking time, and whoever I want to be included with that as etiquette. Mm-hmm. I'm going to, when I invite you, I'm taking care of this. We're going to turn up. I don't want you to come to my shit stressed because I done already took care of it.
Exactly.
And we going to be good. We party.
Yeah.
So
I think this is going to be great, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Looking forward to it, Duffy. Mm-hmm. So Jennifer has her redefined glam hair show. Okay.
Look good. I'm a real Tie your hair up. Okay, but he's gorgeous.
I would totally get those buns.
Oh my God, look at the curl.
I walk out on this, you're fine. And I just think to myself,
give it up for redefined glam.
The ladies, everybody except Jackie, Jelani, and his parents, they all attend in support of Jennifer.
Angel over there serving some Shimmer Cruella.
Oh my gosh.
Like, Angel.
Angel always come through with the Angel Brinks look.
Exactly.
All the time.
Exactly.
And I love it.
I do too.
Okay. Because I know if don't nobody wear your shit the way they supposed to, you wear your shit the way it's supposed to be wear. Okay. Let's talk about the models. So Jen had men and female models. Mm-hmm. Now I just got to say, the men was given Biceps and bundles, baby. Biceps and motherfucking bundles. I was very surprised that I saw a straight motherfucking man, shirt off, oiled and glistening, with a hairpiece on his motherfucking head. I didn't understand. I just didn't understand.
I didn't like the show, truthfully. I felt like it came off more as needing some pieces. Like, truthfully, you could have teamed up with Angel and y'all could have she could have did clothes and you could have did hair.
Angel, Brinks, and Jennifer, whatever your last, Williams.
It shouldn't be no more because that was your ex-husband last name, wasn't it?
I don't know why you ain't went back to your name yet, girl.
Honey, I didn't really care for it, and not saying that it came together. It looked like a beautiful show, but the spotlight to me wasn't the hair. Like when I saw it, I'm sitting here like, well, why the fuck they all wearing the same outfit? And then I was like, oh shit, it's a fucking hair show.
Mm-hmm.
Like the hair to me didn't stand out as much as it should. And I don't know if it's because of the walking. Maybe the catwalk was too long. Maybe they needed to pose a little longer.
Maybe they should have been doing things to
they might have been touching
the hair.
I didn't see different lengths. I didn't see different styles.
I saw different styles.
I didn't. You came out here.
Styles. Everybody had the hair back.
And it was pushed back. Yeah. Nothing in the face. Yeah. Nothing that gave off creativity. Like, you were literally showing your wigs. And if that was the case, you should have set up like a museum type theme. And, her there. But a fashion show for what you gave, I feel like it was too big for a fashion show. What you gave,
a hair show.
Yeah. What you gave was too big for a hair show. It could have been a little bit more downsized to give more attention to the hair.
Mm-hmm. Like some of them wigs should have been styled differently. Everybody, even if they had a different curl pattern, their hair was still styled the same, just like mine, blowing in the wind. You know what I'm saying?
And the difference.
I could tell the difference in the hair pattern, like the deep curls, the jerry curls, the whatever. I don't know all these names because I don't wear weave. But I saw that. It just should have been, give me a swoop, give me a bang, give me a different color, give me streaks. You know what I'm saying? You could have done so much more with your wigs.
Yeah.
And you had however many hairstylists. What you told them to all do the same thing?
Girl, what you should have did is on at least a couple of them, you should have had somebody at the end with some type of spray bottle.
It's a hair show.
Turn that hair into a nice little wave, water curl type thing. Like, you got to make the hair pop, and the hair didn't pop.
You can tell you had not been to a hair show before.
Okay, then you better come on down here to Atlanta.
Because I think
Rhonda's come all the time.
I think it was British who mentioned it. Like, it wasn't giving hair show.
Did she?
I think it was British.
At least somebody noticed.
It just wasn't giving hair show.
It wasn't.
She's like, when I see a hair show, I see scissors on top of the head. Oh, it was Duffy.
Yep.
Scissors on top of the head. The hair is doing some type of something big, extravagant. Like, a hair show is a hair show.
Duffy gave a hair show with her hairstyle she came with.
Duffy is always switching up her wigs and her hairstyles and colors. That's somebody who you probably should have collaborated with.
Okay, then.
Give a little bit of diversity with the hair.
Okay, then.
Honey, Duffy, she talks to Jackie about taking him on to Mexico for a reproposal, inviting all the ladies, planning everything out, just like friend girl said. British and Jen, they go for pedicures. Of course, Jackie shows up by invitation of British.
Because British messy.
Again, you're messy. Okay. Jackie apologizes for holding Jennifer's arm during their argument in Sacramento. And Jackie addresses the lies that Jennifer had been telling people about her not helping with the documentary and how Jennifer felt unsafe in front of Jackie when they was about to get into it. Jennifer, she doubles down on what she said. I felt unsafe and you ain't helped with my documentary. Actually, you never did say that in front of her.
She did as she was walking out the door.
Okay. So that I don't know how true it may be then, because if somebody ain't did shit for me, I'm gonna tell you to your face. I'm gonna look you in your face, and I'm gonna even point at you. You didn't do shit. Tell me one thing you did with my documentary.
And there we go. Give me an example.
Okay, that's somebody confronting somebody about the lie, right? You didn't do that, Jennifer. So it kind of lets me, it kind of makes me assume that maybe Jackie did have some input into this documentary. The thing about you feeling unsafe, I don't think you felt unsafe, Jennifer, because you called her with the rah-rah.
You just scary. That's
and
what
you
that
knew
is.
She was gonna come see you.
Right.
You sat there and waited for her to come see you. And when she got there, you stood up. That lets somebody know you with the shits.
Period.
So if you standing up, I'm gonna have to address you the way that my hands address you. And Jackie was just like, I'm gonna just hold you and I'm gonna talk to you like you was talking to me on the phone. You didn't say that you felt unsafe in that moment. You didn't say, oh my gosh, get her away from me, move her back.
No, Jackie trying to move because you was in her face.
I mean, she couldn't have been holding on to your arm that tight, girl. You a grown ass woman at the end of the day, and you stand by 4-5 feet taller than Jackie.
You ain't yanked back or nothing. I wouldn't even have known she was holding your arm had you not said anything.
So the part about you feeling unsafe, I'm gonna be with Jackie on this one. I think that was a lie.
A sheep, a wolf, whatever. The sheep.
They gonna cry. Okay. Jennifer stumps off, and Jackie, she always got a goddamn comeback. She's like, Jennifer, you need to be getting paid the way you advertising these labels from head to toe, portraying that you got money.
That shit was a mess. That outfit from head to toe. I hate those fucking jumpsuits that got the print of the logo throughout the whole damn jumpsuit.
She had the hat, the top, the bottom, and the shoes, and the bag.
That's how you can tell what Jackie said was some true shit, walking around here parading like you got money or something like that. You trying to come off like you do have money. Don't nobody match shit no more. Don't nobody match nothing no more, Jen.
Not the whole thing, Jen.
Not the same print, Jen.
Yeah. Ever since we've met you, Jen, you have been coming with the labels. You are a label whore, and that's okay. Own who you are, and you do it in every episode of every season. However, you ain't made no changes to your style.
At all.
As a woman, we evolve. And we learn to do things a little bit differently. In your case, you should learn to do it a little bit more modestly. If you have the money, Jen, okay, Jen, we tell Jen got a bag, because look at that purse, bitch, that shit costs such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, a person can tell that if they're really into labels. I myself, I'm not really into labels. However, I know a label prints when I see it. And you always have it on from head to toe. You make sure you showcase it. And I can just say, I think that Jackie is onto some shit. You portraying as if you got it, and you might not have it, and that's okay, girl.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ultimately, you still being seen by millions of people on the television screen. Be okay with that.
Exactly.
And use that money and invest it into your motherfucking hair.
Okay.
Instead of investing it into labels, because you need more colors, you need more styles, you need more textures.
No different colors.
No colors.
Everything was the color. You couldn't have somebody go back there and dye something real quick.
Dye it, give it some streaks, give us a good part.
Some layers, some something.
The parts right here, we wanted a side part with the swoop. Give me a nice little layered cut, baby. Let somebody play in them wigs.
Your old age is showing.
Use that money instead of using it on them labels and put it into your wigs. I'm just giving you a little bit of business advice, even though I ain't got no business, girl. But I'm just telling you as a viewer what I see.
I mean, I liked it, your wig. And you definitely could have had somebody else out there with that type of wig and a different style or something, but she just wants.
You ain't always gotta be the glam of it all. Exactly. You, for one, are showcasing your wig. So your ladies and your models, your men should have been top motherfucking notch. And you want to walk out this bitch like you goddamn Diana Ross, bitch, like you finna put on the show with a shimmy shimmy dress on. We don't want to see that shit.
That dress was cute. Though.
That dress was beautiful.
That was a night with that leg popped out. I said,
Angel, did you do that dress, girl?
hey.
Because if you did that dress, the short going into the long with the shimmers and the see-through, Angel,
nice.
if you did that dress, that shit was bomb.
Yeah, that was a nice.
You did a nice job. I think she because she had that signature dress, her hair could have been on a model's head.
Exactly.
And you could have just did, original Jen like you always do. Yeah. You didn't have to do something extravagant with your hair because your dress was giving. It was a signature piece.
It was. That was some. I'm finna go to the Grammys type shit. I would wear that to a banquet, something just really fucking nice. I would wear that on a red carpet.
Beautiful dress.
It was really nice, and you wore it well.
I can see. So maybe you just are an over the top person because the dress was over the top, the shoes was over the top, and the hair was over the top. Everything I gotta be over the top. Tone it down.
Just